Mistress Claressa Shields is still throwing shots, is still throwing shade at Remy and all the things, and is being delulu about an AI image of her pregnant. Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. So, today we are talking Claressa Shields. Surprise, surprise. AKA Pap's Mistress. AKA Pap's Entanglement. AKA Pap's Pick Me. AKA Pap's Side Chick. Or as Chris Cyborg would say, it is duck hunting season. Claressa's back disturbing our peace on the internet. Because as you guys know, I told y'all anytime Claressa runs her mouth, Remy's gonna drag Pap and is gonna drag Claressa, right? But Claressa, for whatever reason, is in the land of Delulu. She thinks that this is like a back and forth situation. She thinks this is a competition. She thinks this is prep work for a fight, for a battle royale. And what she fails to realize is that every time you continue to poke and poke and poke and throw this shot and throw these shades at, Remy Ma and all the things, and claim that Pap is your hubby, and post on the Facebook, the biggest Delulu thing I've seen. Did y'all see Claressa posted this? On the Facebook, Claressa Shields was so happy and so proud to post this AI pregnancy image talking about these Facebook games are crazy. No. So you want to be like Lotto in every way. You know what I'm saying? A failed rapper that nobody's streaming their music, check. Involvement with a married man that is not going to divorce his wife, check. Tarnishing your career and tarnishing your brand over a married man and trying to be a baby mama on top of that. Check. That is why Claressa is pushing pregnancy and not marriage. Because she knows that this married man is not about to marry her. He's going to tell her it's Remy's fault, but really it's the fact that he doesn't want to marry you. And ultimately is trying to get access to money and financials that you had nothing to do with. When you were in charge of the finances, Pap, you decided to trick on other women and allegedly spend it on other properties, you know what I'm saying? And then ultimately, whenever you did have access to the shmoney, you went to the casino and gambled it all away. And then in desperado, in desperate times, desperate measures, allegedly was pawning away Remy Ma's real and insured jewelry. So nobody needs to be handing out or shelling out any type of shmoney to you. So what has happened, like I said, as y'all know, Claressa did that viral interview, y'all, where nobody is posting any clips about Claressa talking about boxing, talking about her upcoming match, because nobody cares. Nobody cares about a Zeus Network undercard. That couldn't even get the tickets to sale. Nobody cares about Claressa Shields' opponent. That couldn't sell. And you can't manipulate the ticket sales like allegedly y'all do in Michigan. Atlanta is go big or go home. Is go big or go home. There's nowhere to hide. If you're not a success, Atlanta is going to let you know. Atlanta is going to get you up on out of there. So what has happened, they finally added some real fighters to the undercard, but it's too little too late. People still are not interested in this fight. People still don't care. So Claressa thought she could do her big one and announce Lotto, a fellow mistress who just had a baby by a married man, was going to be a great idea to do her ring walk after previously having Rick Ross and Boosie. Make it make sense. And you're in Atlanta and you couldn't even get T.I. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't get Future. You couldn't get Outkast. You couldn't get some real rappers with real motion. Like it's just crazy to me that this is the best you can do. But I shouldn't be surprised with all the backlash you continue to get. So anyways, Claressa thought she was doing something in her interview with Young Jock and Miss Shanika, and the question came up, which everybody is asking, which everybody said, listen, look at here. How long are you going to continue to entertain a married man? How long are you going to continue to involve yourself with a married man? Because it gets to a point. And then Claressa was like, well, we, they don't want to say the D word. They don't want to say the D word. Ooh, the D word. And, if that's Remy's husband, then you got to say it's Pap's wife, too. Or if that's Pap's wife, you got to say that's Remy's husband. That's a bar, right? That's a bar. We got to hold Remy accountable because she's done some things as well. No. What has Remy done? What has Remy done? Please let the class know, Claressa. The answer is nothing. But see, like I said, I still stand on it. Yes, Claressa did not like that question. Yes, Claressa was in her feelings when she wanted to arm wrestle Shanika, but even Shanika didn't think that it was as bad as how Claressa is throwing all these shots and subs on the social media now. But I still stand on she wanted to deflect from her backlash of being with a married man and was hoping that y'all were going to wake up a mystery boyfriend that Remy has that nobody has seen. Claressa was hoping that y'all were going to take the focus off of her and a married man and try to direct it to his wife, Remy. And that still backfired. That still flopped, right? So Remy, of course, gets wind of this. She performed at Angie Martinez barbecue. Threw shots at Pap, basically saying, listen, look at here. I said on Angie Martinez that I was single, but I'm technically not single, meaning I'm not legally single. And I can't, unfortunately, be legally single until Pap stops asking for half. Pap needs to stop asking for half because I sent him divorce papers a long time ago. Before I even exposed him and Claressa. And he didn't want to sign on the dotted line because he was not going to get anything. You want to bring up, Claressa, the Easy the Black Captain situation? Pap still was sleeping on Remy's couch after that. So it's not the gag or the drag that you think it is because Pap still wanted his wife. Pap didn't want to leave his wife alone and was willing to sleep on her couch or whatever the case may be until potentially he could make it back into their marital bed. And ultimately, Remy found out he was still out here playing around in these streets and decided to expose him and expose you. And I'm sure she knows the other side chicks that are also in Pap's phone. So ultimately, if it wasn't Remy exposing y'all, Pap would still be on that couch and he would only be around when it was time for you to train for your match. And there would be rumors that you guys are sleeping together, but ultimately, Pap would portray the suffering husband that is trying to make it work and play victim on the internet is how he would play this. He would not claim you, Claressa. He did not get a divorce for you, Claressa, because in order for there to be a divorce, there needs to be active divorce proceedings. There needs to be a finalized divorce decree, and that's not taking place. So Remy basically made it known that no, this nigga ain't getting half, and also said Pap's name in the diss record that there ain't no way in HLL you ever ghost wrote anything for me. So now we got to get to a couple of things. First, Claressa and her trigger fingers says, in training camp, my mind is open so wide, my relationship with God is so much closer, and I hear him clearly. He exposes attacks and wickedness before it reaches me and gives me the calmness to deal with whatever it is. So I'm enjoying the good life, so much peace and happiness. No. If God is speaking to you, he's probably saying as well, Claressa, why are you still with this married man? Why are you ruining your career for a married man? Like, don't invoke God into your nonsense, and you are actively sinning out here with a married man. Make it make sense. But this is the type of delulu that y'all get entertained by, that y'all get scammed by, that y'all get bamboozled, hoodwinked, and led astray by. The second thing Claressa says, unfazed in all aspects of my life, the big picture is real, beautiful, and I'm going to get there. Unfazed is giving very much you are fazed by everything that's happening. It's giving Remy will always be a constant fixture on your mood board and all the things, right? And if you were unbothered, if you were unfazed, why are you posting on the Instagrammies memes that God will never take anything away from you without the intention of replacing it with something much better, as if Pap is a prize, right? And then talking about surrounding yourself with winners, people with healthy mindsets will constantly inspire you to be the best. And you are surrounded by the biggest loser, Claressa. And I don't mean the weight loss TV show. I mean the biggest loser in a broke married man that refuses to divorce his wife. Make it make sense. And the best revenge is a life that you do not have to fake, but it's giving fake and phony. It is giving stunts and shows. You think because Pap is present with you that we are all jealous and we all want a broke, dusty, married man with so-so D is what Remy Ma told us. Only you and your goofy self want him, Claressa. Only you and your goofy self want that man. Nobody else is checking for him. And if he does have any side chicks still, even after all of these exposés, none of them have your shmoney or your clout or your attention that Pap can leech off of. So he will continue to be in public with you for the foreseeable future, but he's going to continue to play his position as well. And not move forward with a divorce with Remy because he knows that him leaving away with nothing from Remy also means leaving all of the celebrity connections, the celebrity ties, the radio stations, all of the things. It means a complete break of everything. And as long as people are still associating Pap with Remy, he thinks he won. He thinks him still legally being married to Remy and having you on the side as the side dish, as the ultimate mistress, is the biggest clout, is the biggest attention that he can seek. And it continues to be an epic fail. It continues to be an epic disaster as far as I'm concerned where I am standing, y'all. So anyways, that is it for this video, y'all. I need y'all to do y'all biggest one. I need y'all to do me the biggest favor. And that is to hype the video. Hype the video, please. There is that. That is it. That is all. It's todos es final. It's finito. It's the end of the road. It's the end of the line for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post the content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.